Hi guys, hope everybody's well. You know, I've had a long think about doing this audio because, you know, it's something that's really close to me. It's like a secret I've kept for most of my life, and only a few people in this world actually know about this, and those are my very close friends, you know, our family. I mean, to be honest, most of my friends don't even know. Really, just my really close immediate family know what I'm about to tell you. Basically, I want to talk to you about mental health issues, because I believe mental health issues are so ripe in the community that, you know, something needs to be done about it. Now, the reason why I think it's time to speak about it, because it's such a taboo subject and no one wants to really admit that they have any kind of issues like that. Now, mental health issues vary from loads of different aspects of it. It's not the fact of saying I'm crazy, I'm mad, and, you know, don't come near me, or things like that. It can start from just being depressed, having panic attacks, being anxious, you know, getting headaches, getting all sorts of things, you know, your body tingling, you know. So that's one side of it. Then there's, you know, another deeper side of it where it is a fact of, you know, you can't control yourself, you can't control your mind, you start seeing things, and, you know, there's so many forms of mental health that we need to discuss, I think. But I'm going to talk to you, I can only talk to you about a mental health issue that, you know, I'm going to say that I have, and it's something I've been suffering with for many years now. When I go back many years, I'm saying I was probably about 16, 17, I think, when this just all started, and now I'm telling you this today, and I'm 43 years old. So it's telling you I've lived most of my adult life, well, all of my adult life anyway, virtually, and most of my entire life with this issue. And what it is, it's anxiety, and it's panic attacks, and it's depression. It's everything in one. Okay, so this is something that I've been living with, and I think a lot of people have symptoms of this but are too afraid to actually speak out on it because they might get labelled. And, you know, it was a taboo subject back in the day, and I just think that, you know what, someone needs to make a stance and say, no, there's people out here suffering. Now, mental depression or mental issues, you know, have caused people a lot of problems, and it affects everybody. It doesn't just affect the person that's actually having the problem, it affects the people that live around them as well. It affects everything. It affects your social life, it affects your family life, it affects you, because you know, people don't understand, who, you know, don't have this, don't understand, I don't think, how really bad it is. I mean, every day I wake up, you know, by grace of God, and I fight this every day. So people in my position know what I'm talking about. We fight this daily. Not a day goes by when we don't fight this. You know, not a day goes by when we don't be worried about something, or our body is telling us, no, you can't do this, or we have anxiety attacks, and, you know, where your body starts to shake and all sorts of things. But, you know, you have to get over it. You find a way to deal with it. Now, one way that is probably the best way to deal with this is actually talking about it first off, because you need to admit to yourself, before you can admit to anything else, you need to admit that you have an issue. And unfortunately, with mental health, it's not something that goes away with a pill or two. Even though people want you to believe that, you're actually stuck with this for life. So it's not a fact to say your life's finished. It just says, just prepare your life for this way, you know, use it, you know what I mean, own it, basically. Make it a part of your life, because it's going to be there whether you like it or not. So fighting it every day and thinking it's going to go away tomorrow, unfortunately isn't going to happen. And these are the bare truths that people need to be spoken about. You know what I mean? So it's all about living with it. Yeah. Now, what are the causes? Nobody knows really the causes. It could be anything. You can get triggered by anything. Like I say, it started with me when I was about 16, 17 years old. And I, funny enough, have a feeling that I know what triggered mine off. And then, obviously, once it triggered off, and then it just snowballed and snowballed and snowballed. And then that's something I couldn't deal with in that sense. But I think it was my younger days when I used to smoke. I used to smoke a lot. And back in the days, it wasn't weed like it was nowadays, you know what I mean? It was ash. All you old heads know about this. Yeah, if you're listening, you understand where I'm coming from. People, you know about ash, you know about Rocky, you know about Red Seal, Yellow Moroccan, all of that. Yeah, true, we was, young and foolish, and we dabbled in drugs. Yes, we did. But ash was a common drug that we all smoked daily from kids. And I believe that the effects of ash actually caused my panic, caused my anxiety, because now even though I class it as panic, anxiety, depression, I'm not depressed. It's not a form of depression that actually affects me to that degree. Yeah, my depression is not at a peak in that sense. Yeah, there's people with a very, very high peak of depression that are really need support. But luckily, in my sense, God, by the grace of God, I'm not in that category. But in the fact of my anxiety and the panic and stuff like that at times, yeah, I'm in a big bracket there, because it stops me doing everything. It stops me going out. It stops me spending good quality time with my kids. It stops me doing everything. Like I said, it's a battle every day. Now, I can carry on and carry on and carry on, which I will. I will go into it more, but I just wanted to touch on it just for a moment today, because it's something that I think I'm going to start to embrace now, because I think that's the only way to deal with this to such a way. You know what I mean? I've learned strategies. I've learned ways through medication and through other ways, through religion and stuff like that, to help it. But that's all it does. It helps the situation at times. It doesn't cure it. Yeah. So it's not a curable disease in that sense. But it's something I want to touch on. It's something I want to take time to do. I want to speak to people. I want people to understand that it can't be a taboo subject no more, because it affects everything. It affects your kids, it affects your family, your mother, your father, your brothers, your sisters, your wife, your husband, everybody, obviously you, but it affects everybody. So first stage is dealing with it, is admitting that, yeah, there's an issue. And that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah. So I hope this little intro helps a little bit, because I'm planning to really go down that road and try to see what we can do for everybody, and try to see if we can take these stereotypes out, these taboos subjects out, because our kids are suffering from this as well, and we just don't know it. We don't believe it. Mental, awareness needs to be a priority. Our communities, our kids, man, they are going through it, and we don't know about it. We think that, we don't understand. But the only way to understand is if we've gone through it. And people like me, and there's plenty of people, thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions like us out there that actually do go through it, but are very scared to talk about it. Are very scared to tell people about it. Want to hide it because they feel people will look at them in the wrong way. But to be honest, if people look at you in the wrong way, then those people ain't ready for you. You don't need them in your life. So right now, today, I'm gonna stop protecting it, and I'm gonna stop making excuses, and I'm gonna let everybody know that, you know what, I suffer from these forms of you know, mental health issues, and I want everybody else to kind of think to themselves, you know what, if you do suffer from it, start to address it, you get me? And then hopefully down the line we'll start to make ways to address it. And you know, but anyway, you can hit me up privately, you can do as you please, you know what I mean? You can just take it on, but you can just share this, you know what I mean, because it might not affect you at all. But I want people to just kind of start following me, because I'm going to start doing some more videos and some more kind of, you know, infos and stuff like this about this, because it is a major element. It's been a part of my life, and I think it's time to share it.